We did water, we did phosphorus and sulfur. Carbon and nitrogen are a little bit more complex, okay? So we're gonna take a little bit more time trying to understand them. Hopefully it'll work out.
Wait, is this one on the same?
So I'm zoomed in a way that you can see.
Wait, is this one on the same thing?
Yep. Carbon, mainly, look at the picture. I'm gonna zoom for you. Gets transferred around Earth as what compound? CO2. Podiums. So carbon dioxide, CO2. Okay, write down both because you are responsible for knowing both. All right, how does carbon dioxide get into the atmosphere? Some of this stuff you already know, some of it is going to be new to you. How does carbon dioxide get in? When you breathe, exactly, you knew that. You also learned about carbon dioxide entering the atmosphere, during the birth of Earth. How did carbon dioxide get into the atmosphere during the birth of Earth?
Wait, what is biomass burning?
I'll tell you right now.
Okay. What's the first word?
I'm waiting for it.
Oh.
How did carbon dioxide get into our early atmosphere? You learned this during the birth of Earth. No, rain was part of this process too. Volcanic eruptions, good. Biomass. Somebody asked me, what does that mean? Break the word up. What is bio?
Life.
What is mass? What is mass? Which is what? Matter. Living matter. So give me examples of living matter. Us. Good. What else?
So we burn.
If you choose to be burned when you die,
Oh, and then carbon
or
dioxide.
you burn your skin, there's carbon in there. Carbon dioxide will be poured out of you.
Wait, living matter goes as like what
Biomass is.
Okay.
What else produces carbon dioxide? Which is
Plant.
plants burning, right? What else?
Soil. Oil.
Oil. If you burn fossil fuels and cellular respiration, which is different from respiration. Now I'm in the atmosphere. How does carbon dioxide get away from the atmosphere?
When we breathe, no.
We breathe it out.
Yeah,
Who
yeah.
takes it back in?
Plant.
Plants. Through what? A process called photosynthesis. They're going to take the carbon dioxide in and they're going to produce what? Oxygen, which is the air we breathe. But in the carbon cycle, we're more focused on the carbon part of the cycle. So what's the other thing that plants make for us that's so good? They make the air we breathe, they make solid, which is what?
Food.
Food. They make food. The food in this case is sugar.
That's sugar?
Yes, that's glucose. So this is photosynthesis, the actual reaction, okay? Plants, it's showing you an image of plants taking in carbon dioxide right here from the atmosphere, right? They also take in water from the ground or from rain, and with the help of sunlight, they produce these two things. Why have you studied plants your whole life? Because without plants, we wouldn't have the air that we breathe, so there wouldn't be humans or any other kind of life besides producers, and we wouldn't have the food that we eat. So, I mean, they are pretty important. So you have to know that water is H2O.
Okay.
You have to know that carbon dioxide is CO2. I promise to not confuse you with this compound. I'm not going to give you another compound that looks similar to that.
Like CA.
Like CaH14. I'm not going to do that.
So we just know that
You're going to know that that long compound in your notes is glucose. I need you to know that that's sugar and oxygen. That's it.
If you do like that, I'll learn.
So
If
yeah,
it's
so if
like
it's
freaking
CHO,
like
if it's in the compound, then that's it.
Correct.
Okay.
This compound is a carbohydrate, okay? And all carbohydrates, carbohydrate. Listen to the name. Carbon, oxygen, and hydrogen. It's carbohydrate. That's what it's made up of. A combination of carbon, hydrogen, and oxygen. You learned that in bio. You just don't remember.
Yeah, probably.
Sugar, what's going to happen next?
We eat the sugar.
We eat the sugar, correct. The food chain begins
Everything begins with food chain.
Correct,
Cycle.
because plants are responsible for circulating almost all organic compounds. Without plants and without bacteria, we would not have matter cycled. End of story.
Wait, why did you exit out chain?
I didn't. I wrote over it by mistake. Whoops. Yeah, really. All right. So the food chain begins, and what's gonna happen next?
Decompose poop.
Well, yes, you're gonna either die. I wanna have to put that, or produce waste.
Wait, why does it say turn the page?
Cause I turned the page. Remember?
Oh,
Is this with lithosphere?
and that's after the food chain?
Yeah. You're okay. So you're either in the lithosphere or the hydrosphere when food chain begins. Cause watch my diagram. If carbon dioxide goes into the plant here, out comes glucose. And let's say this is me, I ate it, right? Okay, that's me. But if the plant is in here, let me draw a green plant. Okay, it's purple. If the plant in there takes in the carbon dioxide from here, and there's a fish, and the fish eat it, it happens in the hydrosphere. Okay? So it just depends on where the carbon dioxide goes.
I'm talking about the
Which one?
diet.
Wait, but this is kind of like the phosphorus thing.
Exactly. And
So they're
sulfur.
all alike.
All of them, plants take it in, they
Yeah,
convert it
and then
into
it's
organic
either
forms
from
of
waste
carbon, and then waste returns it back into,
They're just from different things
Are you
because this
gonna-
one is out of the atmosphere and then the other one's out of rock. So now we
correct.
So they all have like the same. Okay.
Yeah, at
Are
the
you
end,
gonna
not that
have
hard.
examples or is it on the information?
you're gonna have examples and information. Now, something unique happens to carbon in the hydrosphere. Besides being processed through the food, carbon dioxide, it should say, not just carbon, reacts with calcium. So change that to carbon dioxide, okay? Carbon dioxide reacts with calcium. Anybody know what it's gonna form? When you think of calcium, what pops into your head right away?
No.
Milk. For what? Why do you drink milk for? Bones, exactly. It actually forms calcium carbonate, which makes up bones and shells.
Does that say CO2?
Yep. And I'm gonna block this out for you, and you don't have to know this. Whoops. So much for blocking. Don't worry about the limestone. Now, the last thing I want you to know about carbon is the largest reserve of carbon on Earth is actually located in the hydrosphere. Can anybody answer why? Why do you think carbon's reserve is so concentrated in the hydrosphere?
Wait, what is
Life
it?
inside of the food.
I mean, the ocean's big, but if it's gonna be cycled, it should go from one organism to another in the ocean. Why does it get like trapped in the hydrosphere?
Because the ozone.
No,
Because no animals leave the ocean.
it doesn't matter, but it could get expelled when they exhale.
Wait, did that say CO2? CO2 reacts with calcium.
Yes. What did you say? What doesn't? You're this close. That's exactly why.
Oh, like when animals die in the water, they don't
They do decompose when they die in the water.
just slower.
What is so slow in decomposition? Where does the carbon go in the water? Give me the two places carbon can go in the water.
Plants,
Plants,
Or anything? Or fish?
or react with what?
water,
No.
calcium.
Calcium, and forms bones. Do your bones decompose? They're trapped. Shells and bones, very, very hard for carbon to get out of them. So if carbon goes through that process, it gets like reserved there. It's like you literally have to take the bone out and crush it and figure out.